And I'm here with another stock video. All right. Today I'm going to go through the three reasons why I do not get concerned when the market is down. All right. As you can see here, based on today's performance, I lost $2,237.13. Overall, the entire market was down today. If you take a look at it, the Dow Jones down, NASDAQ down, S&P 500 down. Luckily, I didn't lose percentage wise as much as they did, but these are the three reasons why I'm not concerned. First reason is I look at the overall big picture. So when I go into my portfolio, I will look at my 5 year return. All right. So your 5 year cumulative return plus 115.15%. All right. So over the last 5 years, I've made or earned 115% on my investments. That's part of it, right? Also, when I go over and I look at my positions, in Fidelity, they have a column called the total gains. Now, this will show you each gain or loss for your particular stocks. Now, I don't care that much about the particular gains and losses at any given point in time for one particular stock because that's going to fluctuate. I've seen it where I've had, for example, AbbVie, at one point that was at negative 500. Now it's at plus 11,000, right? But going back into the whole total view, I pay attention to that total amount, it being positive. So this plus 49K is what I am concerned about. All right. So I know that my percentage of gain over the last 5 years is more than double what my initial investments are. And then my total current balance of total gains and losses is also positive. So that's the first thing, the overall picture. The second thing that I'm paying attention to is my particular stocks that I purchased for capital gain. All right. So Google, all right, that was a stock that when I purchased this for capital gain, that one is still in the positive, plus $15,000. That is a plus in my book. Um, Amazon is another stock that I purchased for the capital gain. And you go to Amazon plus $7,653.54. And Nvidia, $5,921.96. All right. So I did add one more, but I just added Netflix today. I only have one share. So I need some time for my positions to build up there and for that to have some time to actually grow. So number one, my capital gain stocks for all of these three are in the positive. All right. So, like I said, number one, just making sure that my overall investment is growing and positive. Number two, my particular stocks that I went and got captured for capital gain, they are still positive. And number three, and to me, which is the most important, when you're talking about stocks during volatile times in a market, the dividend. All right. So here, if you're familiar with my content, when I invest in my brokerage account, I am very big on dividend. All right. So when you go into these positions and you look at my estimated annual income, it breaks down for each one of my dividend stocks, how much I get paid a year. So what I care about is the total amount. So currently, as of the recording of this video, that is $10,658.58 a year. This breaks down to $888.21 a month. All right. So when the market is down, I just see this as an opportunity to buy a lot of these dividend stocks on the cheap. I talked about Kimberly Clark a few weeks ago and how I saw this as a stock that's paying me $362.88. You know, they took a very big dip after the acquisition of Kenvue. I see this as an opportunity. So for me, I am not concerned about when the market is in the red or it goes through these dips. Those dips are necessary for me to go in there and grow positions, capture that dividend, because the dividend is paid from the earnings of these companies, and from those earnings whatever their free cash flow is. So I'm not so much concerned about Pepsi, whether it's up or down. I know that based on its track record, that is going to continue to pay that dividend and is going to increase it, and month after month those dividends and that income is going to grow, because ultimately, I don't care if it's your pension, if it's your retirement, whatever it is, you need income. All right. So if you have any questions, please leave them below.